Hello and welcome to the Corona Yoga Challenge. Today is day 44 and it seems to me like lots of stuff is going on in the world all of a sudden. So of course before we start practicing, do check my website for health stuff, and subscribe if you want to get the videos. But much more importantly than that, this video is for a friend of mine. You know who you are, this is especially for you, who phoned me about 3 a.m. to sing me a political song, really drunk, and then really upset because they're just finding this whole situation really tough. And I've got a couple of people in my life who are just really finding that at the moment. So this is going out to my particular friend who phoned me last night. In fact, she actually said in the message that please could I send her one of my Ponzi yoga videos, so God bless you. This is a Ponzi yoga video just for you. And for any of you else out there who are really struggling, because I know a lot of people really are at the moment, so it is a tough time. So here is some lovely Ponzi yoga. I think I'm thinking nothing better than Ponzi yoga. It sounds much more fun than normal yoga. So if you want to start by bringing yourself to just comfortable standing, and you're just going to have your feet settled on the floor, and you're going to let your body feel nice and relaxed, so you've got a feeling of the hips slightly settling back. And you're going to bring your hands in towards your heart. And as you inhale, you're going to let your hands come up, and as you exhale, you're going to let your hands come out and down. So you're just going to go with the flow of your breathing, so nice and smoothly, nice and evenly. And it might be that the movement of your breath in your arms is faster or slower. It might be that you just want to do a little movement, like a little wakey up movement. Or it might be that you want to do a really big stretching out movement. It's absolutely fine. Whatever you feel is right for you is exactly what you should be doing. But you're just going to follow your breath nice and evenly. And then one last time. So these movements where we move and use our breath at the same time is so important for kind of regulating our body and our breath, and then our emotions as well. So it's really good thing to come back to at any point during your day. From here, you're going to face the short edge of your yoga mat. You're going to take a small step forward so that your feet are both settled on the floor and both feet are coming straight forwards. So usually the back heel will need to take a little step out towards the edge of your mat, so that it means that your knee is coming straight forward, so we've got a nice kind of safe movement over your knee. Just going to move back a tiny bit. Oh, that's a bit better, isn't it? You're going to let your hands come wide, shoulders are going to relax down, and then you're going to sweep your palms together so you set them up and onto your head. You're going to press down through your feet to gently lift up and through your elbows. So getting a feeling that you're making space underneath the ribcage and you're drawing the shoulder blades down the back of the body towards your waist. Just gently though. And then bend through your front knee, take your hands all the way up, come back to standing. And then we're going to come to the opposite side. So the other foot is going to step back, both legs are going to be long, hands are going to come wide and relax down. And then you're going to sweep your hands together, set them up and onto your head, press down with your feet to just gently lift up with the elbows. And then take weight into your front hand, stretch up with your fingers and let your hands come down. We're going to do one more of that on each side. So whichever foot you would like in front, you can take a deeper step if it feels good, but make sure that you're working in a way where you really feel good in each moment, so that you're not saying, oh, Susanna's got her feet like this, I'll do that, and go, oh, don't like this so much. So come to where you need to be. Facing that short edge of your mat, hands are wide, shoulders are relaxed down, and then sweep your hands together up and onto your head. Press down with your feet to gently lift with your elbows. Enjoy that feeling of being able to breathe easily and smoothly. And then take weight into your front foot. Get a nice stretch off through the back of your heel or the back leg. And then again, gently lift up through the elbows. And then take weight into your front foot. Settle yourself to both feet standing. And then we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So a comfortable step for you. Hands are wide. Palms come together and rest up and onto your head. We press into the feet to gently lift with the elbows. The breathing stays relaxed. All the time the breathing is relaxed and even. And then you're going to bend through your front knee. You're going to press down through your back heel. So we get that lovely feeling of the back heel being really grounded and that nice feeling of a little bit of a stretch through the leg. Gently lift up through the elbows, open out. And then take a step into that front foot, bring back to both feet standing. So both feet settled and even. And then we're going to come to sitting from here. So if you want to bring yourself so that you can sit comfortably onto the floor. So just however feels natural for you, just a nice loose cross-legged position is just perfect if it feels good. You're going to have one hand onto your shin, other hand's going to rest onto the back of your body. So if you take your hand onto the back of the pelvis, so that we're aware of how the pelvis moves. So from that comfortable cross-legged position, hand rests on that hard bit of the lower back, and then you're just going to open yourself out and into the free space. Bring yourself back to the centre. You're going to cross the other leg over, and then hands onto the back of the body. Bring yourself round in the opposite direction. Just enjoy that feeling of space and a little bit of movement. And then bring yourself back to the centre. Now we're going to do a little bit of breathing. So from here we're just going to find a nice, easy, steady breath. And again, adapt. So change it so it feels right for you today. And always thinking about that feeling of a little bit of steadiness in yourself and in your breathing, so that we're not asking the breathing to be very dramatic or do anything very strange. We're asking the breath to feel good and to feel like it's our breath. So we're going to do our little ladder breath today. So we take a little breath in, little breath in, little breath in, and then ease it out. And you'll see my hands doing that as we breathe. Again, adapt so that it's shorter, longer, however it feels good for you. But we're starting that little breath in. Breath in, and out. And again, in, and out. A little bit slower this time if it feels good. And again. And then just take an easy breath in, notice how it is. And think of that flow of the movement of the breath as you breathe. And it's really helpful to compare that breath just now to how your breath was just before you did your breathing in yoga. Because usually we'll find that the breath is just a little bit easier, a little bit freer, a little bit more comfortable. And that is ideally what we want in yoga. One of the thoughts, often people think of yoga as, you're just going to get better and better at looking beautiful and having these fantastic poses, which of course is great fun, absolutely great fun. But that really the purpose of yoga is to be coming back inside, to be feeling settled and more alive within yourself. And that often leads us to the quieter things, a bit more like meditation and breathing rather than more dramatic poses. But it's very hard, particularly at the beginning, to not be excited by a dramatic pose. So be where you are. And my little challenge for the day, is for you to think about others who've made a difference to your life and what it is that they have most how they have most affected you in a good way. And of course, I've got lots of people in my head, which is a real treat. Some very, very sweet people. Yeah. And then I have got here for you a quote. And today it's a quote from Maxime Lagasse. Keep your vitality. A life without health is a river without water. Keep your vitality. A life without health is like a river without water. That's it from me today. I hope you find what you need.